Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just want to do a reading for you guys today, and I was just tuning into the energies around it, and I do have my music on. If you've never met me before, or if you've never been here before, I get messages through music. Today I've got the Harry Styles radio station on, and I was sitting here like, I always put on Harry Styles, like overthinking it and not feeling it, and there's something about the music, Harry Styles music, or it's all about love songs, and I don't know, something that irritates me, something irritable in me. It's like love is irritating me right now or something. But when I think about it I was arguing against spirit, like, okay, tell me what station to put on, and they tell me right away, and I'm just like, no, that's the station that wants to come from my heart. That's what my heart wants to tune into, is love and love story. But there's heartache there. There's heartbreak there. There's heartbreak there. The first card that came out is this Two of Swords. It's like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel. It's all here. It's like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. It's this lull time period. And then I was like, okay, well, what is this about? And I had recorded a video yesterday that I didn't post. I don't know if I will post it, but it is just me like purging some really like grieving kind of energies. And we have been for a while now. And there's something about it that I want to hold it back because we've talked about it. There's this energy of people around me, or energies around, that are just like, all right, get the fuck over it already. It's like, what they're showing me is this like death process where you know, the energy is like when someone first dies, it's so supportive and everybody rallies together and everybody surrounds you, and then the funeral comes around and comes and goes, and then people start to kind of resume life, and it's still stopped for you. You're still frozen. There's something frozen there. Your heart is frozen right now. And it's just gonna take time. That's all. But it's this very lonely transitional space that happens because nobody can say anything. Nobody can do anything for you. There's nothing more anybody can say. You just have to feel it and do this part alone. And you can't allow the thoughts and feelings of other people to affect your process and where you are. There's part of you that's so impatient, just wants it to be over with. And that part of you is the mind. Your mind is really tired trying to figure it out, trying to not let yourself just feel it out, because, God, the feeling is overwhelming. I'm sick of feeling sad. I'm sick of feeling being real and feeling sad. I'm sick of feeling sad. I'm sick of feeling betrayal. Seven of Swords is sitting over top of it. Look at this. Five of Cups. There's an energy from the past that you just have never fully dealt with. You're lying to yourself about why you're stuck in your mind, or what your options are, or the fact that you don't know what to do. You're lying to yourself about not knowing what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Look at this energy. This is in the past, though. This is in the past, okay? There is an issue. It's like, this is a past issue. There is heartbreak from the past that it's like, this is the overlying energy. You're lying to yourself. And it does feel like someone else lied to you. There was deception there. And it's almost like you're looking at these past situations and realizing that they were lying to me all along, or I was lying to myself all along. But now, in the recent past, Six of Wands. Just listening to the song that's on right now, I just feel this resigned, like I don't even want to go on anymore. I don't even want to go on. Like I just got this overwhelming feeling of but something that came from the video yesterday after expressing, after saying what I felt about everything, after saying how I felt and really being real, it was like I let my inner child speak. There was this desire at the end to create something from it, like this real desire to create. Like I really need to be creating. I want to do something. I need to create. That's what this Queen of Wands is here. This spark of life again. Something really beautiful has just happened. But it's hard to know what to do with that, how to feel it. It's like you're thinking it and overthinking it because it taps you into pain from the past, heartache from the past that you haven't fully recovered from. You never fully recovered from it. Just like the last video that I made talking about sitting still. You need to sit still while you come back to life. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. It's like I don't want to sit still in the middle of all of this. This hurts too bad. This hurts way too bad to sit still because something just happened that's actually serving you, that is really going to be I just heard undoing, but it's the undoing of the resistance and the pain that was there and the confusion. But you got to go to this place first. You have to process the pain and the heartache and look back on it and extract a different perspective. Look at it from a different perspective. The birds on here, as I was sitting here right before I started, I got my windows open and all I could hear was the birds chirping. And then I turned my music on and it brought me back to the birds again. And I heard blackbird singing in the dead of night. I heard the quote from the movie Forrest Gump, where she's sitting in a field and her dad was yelling and screaming and abusing them. And she runs out into the field and she's like, "Pray with me, Forrest, pray with me." And she says, "Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here. Dear God, make me a bird. And they just repeat it over and over again so I can fly far, far, far away from here. And I've got this book on my bedside table over there. It's called Fly Away. It was just, I don't even know where I got it from. It's like this wanting to escape this pain, wanting to escape this pain. And it's almost like the pain is really serving you. Something is really serving you right now. It's leading to this spark of life. Like it's freed you to feel deeper than you ever felt before, to go deeper into your heart than you ever did. But what's deep down in there? Pain from the past. And it's like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. I just want to move forward. I don't want to sit in this pain. I want to move forward. But it's not sitting in the pain. It's feeling the pain, feeling and processing and finally letting it go. You don't realize how much it makes you escape into your mind and replay things over and over again because you just won't feel it. Finally, just feel it. And learn how to let it move through you. Look at it in order to be able to see it from a different perspective. There's a new perspective that's coming. Be like, I don't want to feel. I don't want to feel. What I said in the video, I guess maybe I should post it, was that there's a part of me that has always felt really dead inside, been suffering in silence for a very long time. There's a desire inside of me to be seen, but I don't know who the hell I am anymore. She's got no face. Am I this person? Am I this person? Am I a new person? Who am I? Who am I? Who she was, who she is, who she's always been, has been a lie. Who I've always been has been a lie. It's always been attached to someone else or what someone else said that I should be or how they saw me or how I saw me based off of how everybody else built me. You. There's this real desire to create who I am now. There's a whole new perspective that's coming in. You can feel it coming. But you're really scared of the power of it. Why? Because of this from the past. Because of the pain of the past. Because when you trusted your heart, you were betrayed. But you were betrayed by your mind. Your mind took over. The version of you that people said you should be took over. And you betrayed yourself. You didn't let yourself feel. And ultimately, that feeling would have protected you from pain and heartache. And you would have been able to trust your intuition. Right now, you're building that muscle again. You're building that muscle again. You're building your heart muscle. Whatever just happened to you is a gift, and you know it. But your mind is betraying you because it's wanting to go back to that thing that you've always known. You want so bad to go back to the thing you've always known. Escaping into your mind so you can't feel the pain of your heart. So there is an energy of someone coming in. This is in the fears position, though. I'm afraid of mature love. I'm afraid of... I'm afraid to grow up. I'm afraid to let my heart grow from the pain. Because, look at what happened the last time. Same as it was. As it was. It's always the same. They always do the same thing. They always say the same thing. They always hurt me. It's not the same as it was. As it was, as it was, as it was. though it's not the same as it was. You're not the same as you was. You're not the same as you were. But you're afraid of what you feel coming. You're afraid of what you feel coming. You can feel it. Your intuition is telling you something really beautiful, like really powerful, really very peaceful, very loving, and like true love is at your door. And you can feel your intuition is telling you that. But you were taught all along to go up into your mind. Like, I don't see it though. It's not there. It doesn't make sense. I don't trust my heart. I don't trust my intuition. That's always failed me in the past. But because you didn't trust it. There's a part of you that's scared of that because how do I lean into that? I don't know how to. There were energies in the past that affected you and made you go into your mind, brought you out of your heart space, triggered you to think too much. It was like gaslighting. You would say that you felt a certain thing or you sensed a certain thing, and they would tell you, no, that's not how I'm feeling, or it's all in your head. No. But at the end of the day, it's like, I knew it. On the opposite side of it, it's like, I know that real love, true love, not fairy tale love, but something meant for me. I can create it. This Queen of Wands right here. This like the top of this crowning thought. I can create exactly what I want and it will exist. I create the spark of life. And it's like you already have. That person exists. But it's like you're afraid to believe in yourself. You're afraid to believe in that. And so you're creating what everybody else operates by seeing is believing. And you believe it so strongly, but it's like you're trying to stop yourself from believing it. You're like, my heart has betrayed me. But no, it's your mind that betrayed you. It's the thoughts, other people's thoughts that betrayed you. Because they weren't yours anyway. You took them on as your own. Trust your heart. You're having trouble trusting your heart right now because what your heart is telling you is, ouch. I have an ouch right now. So every time you tune into your heart is just like, oh God, ah. And it keeps leading you to look at the place where your mind betrayed you. Keeps leading you back to that situation where you didn't trust your heart, where you didn't trust your intuition. And it's like this constant reminder over and over and over and over again until you are able to see it from a different perspective. The more that you resist feeling what you're feeling in your heart, feeling it, really being present with the longer it's going to take. You're just going to keep coming back around. You're going to keep coming back around. You're going to keep looking at that situation. You're going to keep looking at that situation, trying to figure it out instead of just feeling it out. But it's okay because it's going to bring you a new perspective. Something about it is going to bring you to that place in your heart that says, this was a really beautiful thing that just happened. Even though it brought up all this pain from the past, I'm able to look at a past situation from new eyes, from a different perspective. there's still this fear here. There's this real fear of this really grounded love. This is like very masculine, like a masculine who knows how to feel. You're scared of a masculine that knows how to feel. You're used to emotionally unavailable people. That's what you've known all this time. People that are rooted in logic and linear thinking and thinking their way through life, instead of balancing feeling and thoughts connected to feelings. You're scared of someone who knows how to let themselves feel their emotions. And yet at the same time, that's exactly what you're looking for. You don't believe in yourself that you're calling it in. You don't believe you're calling it in because you don't see it yet. You don't see it yet. And so your mind says, well, hasn't happened yet. I keep creating, like manifestation is bullshit. And these thoughts kick, because you're impatient. These thoughts kick in and it's like, but what I created in the past, always hurt me. But it's because your impatience took over and started to create the situation that wasn't ready yet. It wasn't ready. It wasn't ready. They weren't ready. And so you called in people. It just hadn't developed yet. You didn't have the patience to wait and to just continue believing in what it was that you were creating and manifesting. It is coming. It is coming. It is coming. You just have to keep believing and keep sending energy to that instead of being like, okay, well, where is it then? Where is it then? Where is it then? Because something's going to show up in order to give you this half-assed truth that can make you feel better about yourself and trust yourself and not doubt yourself. But what you're doing is you're calling in someone who doubts you, who creates this space in you that makes you doubt yourself because you're not patient. Because when that person comes in, there's something inside of you that's just like, ooh, this is a red flag, not good for me. And yet you keep going with it, giving it the benefit of the doubt, not trusting your intuition. So you've called someone in who is not ready yet. You're not ready yet. The thoughts, the scope of it hasn't been developed yet. We've got Page of Wands here. A lot of wands. 6 of Wands, Queen of Wands, 2 of Wands, Page of Wands. Not quite ready just yet, but starting to create, like bringing the pieces together. The pieces are coming together. You're like hoping that you can see it, so like you're looking for it, hoping that you can see it. This looks like, this is the card that I drew in one of my, the last twin flame reading that I had. So if that resonates with you for some reason, go back and watch that. It's like you're afraid of this. You're afraid of someone who knows how to express themselves. But it's almost like you should be. Not that you should be, but it's because you're not necessarily always willing to hear all the truth. Like, you want someone who's able to express themselves and to express their love. But what about when they express their love for themselves and saying, and creating boundaries with you and saying that, what about when someone says and is honest about the fact that they're just not ready yet? Solar plexus is clearing right now. Does that have to do with you? Or does that have to do with them? You take it on and your mind takes over and creates stories about who you are and what this means about who you are. I'm not a good person. They don't love me. I'm not lovable. I'm not lovable. They say I'm not ready. And so you say to yourself, you go into your mind and say, I'm not lovable. Because this pain from the past, that happened. Let's say, I always go back to, obviously, with women, it's the connection with the masculine in their life. My dad was not ready to be a dad, didn't want to be a dad. And so it's like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for all of this responsibility, or what feels like this heavy responsibility. And so someone says, I'm not ready for a relationship. And you go back to, oh, there's something wrong with me. What's wrong with me? How could they do that to me? It's not the same situation. It just needs to be developed. It's not quite developed yet. And so you're afraid of that expression. And instead of just being patient and watching the way that it's meant to start coming together, you're out there looking. You're out there looking for something else. You're out there, okay, well, it must not be you then. Where is it? Could have been them. It could have been a whole line of people. You're out there looking for something better, or looking for what it was that you manifested. Instead of going back to not to the drawing board, but recalibrating, adding more things to your creation, accepting this expression of love. It's expression of love for themselves. I'm not ready. You're fucking amazing. I am not ready for that level of amazing, because you're not ready for a certain level of amazing. You haven't been ready for your own amazing. You're not ready to own who you are yet. And so how can you expect to be, it's like you want to be in a connection with somebody else. How can you expect to be owned? It's not even owned. It's like cherished and by someone else. You don't own yourself. This is a real opportunity right now, this time period, to own yourself. Really own it. Who are you? What do you do? I'm a tarot card reader on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. Go check it out. That is not something that I typically say unless I can trust that that person is not going to judge me. I don't just say that to anybody on the street, and like there's things here that I want to hide. And so I haven't fully owned who I am, except to people that I know are in that exact same place. And I don't own what I do and the creative force that's behind me that I love so much. I'm right here with you guys. This is all me and you. Hermit. I've seen a lot of snakes lately. So snake spirit is a big deal right now. So go look up snake spirit and what that means for you. It's shedding an old skin. The point of all of this, we're going from this to shedding all of that. You're a blank slate right now. You get to decide who you are and the way that you show yourself to the world. It's a real time period of finding you, finding the answers. Creating you. She feels really very crone energy. It's a wise woman. I ain't worried about it. I don't know what you've been told. Living like something. I can't hear it because I've got to turn so low down. I just hear certain words. I am worried about it right now. 1999 hero. Where were you in 1999? 1, 2, 3, 4 on my clock. $19.99. We're gonna party like it's $19.99. Where were you in 1999? There's something about that time period that you need to go back to and look at who you were then, what you were, where you were, what you were doing, and shed that old skin. Keeping dreams alive. I am worried about it right now. It's like you didn't have a care in the world. So there was a time where you were so present with what was shifting. So 1999 over to 2000, I'm just thinking about where I was. I was down in Florida at a fish show, partying with my friends, bringing in this like momentous like turn of the century. Who gets to experience that? That's what, like the power of this shift that's happening is like momentous. This is a momentous time in your life. And so the transition from the 1900s to the 2000s is just like, that's where you are right now. And so navigating that, God, give yourself some freaking time. Jeez. Have some patience, for fuck's sake. And those people that don't have patience with you right now, I'm going within, okay? I'll see you guys in however long it takes, okay? I got some hermiting to do. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go off on your own and hide, and it more means I'm going to find myself and those that are my tribe. Yeah, 2 of Cups on the bottom here. And you can see it's like this, the scales. They have scales here too. It's like this time period that you're going through right now, shedding this old skin, transitioning from one phase of life to the next phase of life. You're going from surviving to thriving, having to do everything on your own, not being able to trust anybody else because you didn't know how to trust yourself. You didn't know how to discern who it is that I should trust. You're figuring that out right now. And there are certain energies that just are not serving the phase that you're in right now. So trust what you feel from that, because you're going into a phase of real connection with another person, with friends, with tribe. But those people are shedding their skin too, and they're embracing it. And they're sitting in the middle of it, and they're like, ooh, this is real painful, and that's where I am. There is real beauty coming from feeling this pain right now. So if that process is exhausting for you to watch me go through or to support me going through, I'm going to pull my energy back. I'm going to go through certain aspects of it myself. I'm going to lean on other people. I'm going to do exactly what I need to do and not take your opinion of what I need to do right now into account. I'm just going to go with what I feel like. So if it's too much for you, I'm moving over this way and I'm going to shed with this person or by myself, whatever the process is. You're going from having to do things on your own and saying, I can only trust myself, and really coming back into connection again and saying, I trust myself in knowing who I can trust and who I can't trust, who I'm supposed to partner with, who I'm not supposed to partner with. There's a situation, like I was saying, I was just in a connection of just dating somebody else who, there was all of these red flags, and it's almost like I knew it. I knew that it just wasn't aligned. It just wasn't aligned at the time. Just wasn't aligned. I knew that I couldn't trust the words. I knew I couldn't trust the words. But I wasn't being true to myself in that knowing. I was afraid to move on. I was afraid to just cut it off and blah, blah, blah. afraid of being alone. But really, you end up feeling alone anyway. Survival mode, survival mode. So you attract in people who put you in survival mode, who make you go into your head, who separate you from your heart. When you're in survival mode, when you get triggered, when you're in fight or flight, you go straight up to your mind. Heart shuts down. It's not feeling anymore. It's escape and it's survival. And sometimes survival means holding on for dear life. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. When really that's the place to be, because you can't trust this energy right now. It's not ready. It's not ready. Stop your crying. It's a sign of the times. Gotta get away from here. We gotta get away. We got to get away. I don't know who this is. This is over top of this Two of Wands energy right here. There's something that you're searching for. There's a feeling, there's an energy, there's a match. You're searching for your match. You're searching for your match. You're searching for your spark, really. You're bringing all the pieces together, but right now you're searching for your match. But as it is, you're like wanting this creation. You want it to come to life already. But the Page of Wands is the one who is gathering all of the necessary components for the fire to be sustainable, for it to be able, like if you just had some kindling and lit that up, you would waste the resources that you just put together in order to get it lit in the first place, but it can't be sustained. You need more firewood. You need different sizes. You need to line it up the right way. It's not ready yet. You're still gathering information and resources. So just keep showing up. Just keep gathering, but don't be impatient with the fact that you haven't found your match yet. You haven't found your spark just yet. Someone else is going to bring that spark in. The Page of Wands in this deck right here, the page is gathering all the necessary components for the creation, for the fire. But hands it all over to the Queen of Wands, to the Knight of Wands, who then takes it to the Queen of Wands. The King comes in and it creates this sustainable force. The Queen of Wands is the spark. That's on the top of your mind. That is the thing that you can feel that you want to be. I want to be that spark of life. And the page is like, all right, let me show you how to do that. Have some patience. We're getting all of these pieces together, okay? Right now, what's happening is something is moving out of your life. Something has just left your life. This is going to be the start of something really beautiful. So go into your heart. Feel what it's bringing up for you. That's one of the necessary components here, okay? Look at where you're scared of expression, scared of truth, scared of true emotion, and recognize that this situation is a necessary component to what it is that you're calling in, what you've been looking for. Just don't look for it from here. Look for it from here. What feels right, what feels aligned. Right now, what is aligned for you is looking at things from a little bit of a different perspective. Recognize where you try to escape, what it is that you're trying to escape, and validating the fact that I'm trying to escape it because it's not aligned with me. It creates survival mode. So the fact that this thing, this person has left your life right now is the best thing that can happen to you, because they put you up in your head all the time. They make you go in your head. Survival mode, survival mode, survival mode. It's serving you. It's serving you. Sometimes survival mode serves you. It tells you where things are not aligned. So for right now, you got to connect with yourself and trust yourself and your intuition in order to be able to connect with others. Your person is doing the exact same thing. They're learning who they can trust and who they can't trust. They're learning how to listen to themselves. I know you're the one. Some people teach you a million lessons. This is Justin Bieber, I think it is, that song Lifetime. You might want to go up and look. You are a lifetime. You are a lifetime. Chariot is on the bottom of the deck here. Shedding your skin. Take some time. Shed that old skin. Really allow yourself the time period of transition right now, so that you can come real. So that you can show up. This is who I am, no matter what. And if someone says, that's really beautiful, I'm just not ready for that level of truth and out there-ness and authenticity and like real, I'm not ready to be fully me just yet. And you're like, okay, go take your time. I'm going to be over here being real, connecting with those that I'm meant to connect with right now, whether that's romantic or not romantic or whatever. It could be friends. It could be that this person isn't ready. And you let go of that because over here you need to connect with your other people. You need room in your life for a support network, a group of friends, a new job, to support you in this new identity, You're crafting a new identity. It takes time. It takes some time. You don't just come out of the womb knowing how to walk and run. It takes some time really navigating this new world. So you're in the process of still shedding your old skin to be able to connect with other people. So patience as you move forward. Now, things are moving forward. That's what's on the bottom of the deck, this Chariot. Things are moving forward. You just don't realize it. It's on the bottom of the deck. It's hidden. You don't see it just yet, but it's holding everything up. Things are moving forward. You're just in this Mercury retrograde time period. You're still in the energy and feeling the residual effects of this last Mercury retrograde, but yesterday was the new moon. And so just know that the things that you have been desiring, that you're putting out there, you're still in the energy of the new moon, 4334 on my recording. Use that energy to create what this new world looks like for you, what this new you looks like. You've got a blank slate. What does she look like? She looks like she is able to feel very deeply. She feels all the feels, and it's beautiful. And those that don't want to feel it along with her, she doesn't stop feeling the things. She doesn't have shame for feeling the things. She just doesn't feel them around those people. She goes over here and she feels them until she's ready to witness a different perspective. Once she has that purge, things open up and things look beautiful. But she's got to go through the purge. She's got to be there. She's got to cry it out. That's a beautiful thing. I need to cry it out. Things are moving forward, okay? And it is for your person as well. You're out there looking for them, look in here for them. Look in here for you. You're creating who you are right now. And so are they. So Chariot. It's happening. It's moving. Things are moving. I really want to just pull one more card for this King of Cups over here. The King of Cups that was in the fear. What are they? So it's like you're afraid of feeling. You're afraid of letting someone feel or witness your pain, but also your happiness. What is this King of Cups about? Five of Swords again, like something from the past, obviously. You're afraid of hurting someone else. Or again, like I was talking about, I was saying like this person is saying, I'm not ready for, this is my situation, I'm not ready for a relationship. Honest, emotionally available, communication, but at what cost? It's like there was a cost for that though. So speaking your mind, speaking your truth, sometimes is painful. But sometimes the situation in the past that hurt was not having spoken your truth. So speaking your truth, someone spoke their truth to you, and it was truthful and like, I am not emotionally ready for a relationship. That truth, it's like that truth hurt, and so you shut down from the actual truth and your intuition and what should be. Maybe there's nothing holding me back. Instead of trusting, like really trusting, maybe there's nothing holding me back. But it's like in the past, it was like someone spoke their truth to you, and like, and then we would be all right. I'm just listening to the song that's on here right now. There's this block in your heart to like really feeling it out and figuring it out because someone speaking their truth to you made you feel like you didn't trust your gut at the time. You didn't trust your gut. There is this balance between like words not matching energy. There's nothing holding me back. That's the song that's on right now. There's this really conflicting mind and heart energy. Mind and heart. There's nothing holding me back. It's almost like you kept yourself in the prison of that. Oh, because you were wanting to prove yourself that you were the one, like, that it was something about you. You were like, oh, well, I'm not lovable, I'm not wanted. And you kicked it into high gear and said, you know, they're telling you that truth and saying, oh, well, let me prove myself. And they say, I'm not emotionally ready for a relationship. I don't want to be in it. And you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm right there with you and it's fine. And let's stay connected and we'll work on this together. But there's an illusion that was there. You like created this image of yourself that wasn't real out of fear of loss. Man, that's layered. That's really layered. There's a lot more to that. So maybe that's a separate reading right there. It's like the fear of an emotionally available person. Where does the fear of an emotionally available person come from? It's like you know how to navigate which you really don't, but you know how to navigate because you're used to attracting emotionally unavailable people and used to being triggered in survival mode. But do you know how to navigate someone who is emotionally available? Do you know how to be emotionally available when the emotions are, this is really heavy and I'm going to take some time to myself and get myself ready, and when it feels like separation, when it feels like loss, or you're going to lose something, or you're going to lose them, you're going to lose the job or something like that. But it's real emotion. It is still emotionally available. They're saying and really witnessing themselves and saying, I need to be emotionally available to myself right now. I don't have enough right now to pour into you and us. And so that's real. That's emotionally available. Can you not betray yourself? This is a whole other reading over here. Okay? It's almost like I'm gonna set that aside. I've got this and these. If you read tarot. Okay? I'm going to do a separate reading with all of that. Or let's do it in the extended. I'm going to do an extended reading for that. I know this is really long. It's almost an hour long. I hope you made it this far. If you've made it this far, please put a 3-heart emoji down in the comment section, okay? Thanks for pushing through and helping me to get to this point. There is something really important here in this, the fear of being emotionally available, that we need to dig into a little bit. So I'm going to put that, I'm going to do an extended reading for that, okay? All the information for that is down in the box below if you're interested. And I love you guys.